Yo, what is going on YouTube? It has been a while. Hopefully, the audio is okay. Doing this from a different computer, obviously, considering this one, burned up and died, basically. So anyway, hopefully the stream flows okay. I don't know. It's gonna be hit or miss because this computer is fairly old and has a terrible processor in it. So I'm sure I'll be overheating this thing at some point during the stream. How's everyone in the chat doing? What's up, guys? How are you guys doing today? Let me know. How am I? I'm all right. I just ordered the parts for my new computer yesterday, and they should be here within the next couple days, which will be fan-freaking-tastic because I cannot wait. I cannot wait any longer. It's killing me. It's killing me. I need I can read it. I can read all you guys. Stressed but good. I'm sorry that you're stressed. And love the new toy. Which toy? Oh, hang on. Love new toy day. Oh, yes. I love new toy day too. It's like an early Christmas, and I feel extremely bad because not bad. I guess bad's a bad word for this because I should be waiting till Black Friday, right? Or Cyber Monday to be ordering new parts. But, yeah. I can't wait any longer. I need to edit videos. I need the videos now. Yeah, I could read all your comments, and I'm going to be chatting with you guys. That's what this stream is all about, helping you all out. That's what's up. What's up from Austin, Texas? What is going on? CGTZ. This text is super tiny. I wonder if I can edit the size of this text. Let me work on this while I try to read your comments at the same time. I don't even know if that's going to be possible, but we're going to try it. What is Skillsoft? Skillsoft is a learning platform that I've worked with for a while. I haven't worked with them in a long time now, but I love this hoodie. Like, this hoodie is one of the softest, most comfortable. I don't know. It's just really good quality. So I wear it all the time. But yeah, Skillsoft, great learning platform. They're used in so many places. And one of those would be the military, I believe. Some branch of the military uses them. Let's see if I can make this text bigger in the stream. Freezing rain and snow in the Texas Hill Country. That's crazy. I didn't know that it snowed in Texas. Can you guys hear the music? That's another question. I wonder if you can hear the music or not. Nigel, you're going to build your own system soon. That's awesome. I might miss some questions here, and if I do, I apologize. Just ask again. Yell at me in chat. Barely hear the music. All right. Perfect. You hear me good? That's what matters. That's what's up. Oh, man, I wonder. Oh, let me see if I can refresh this chat thing here real quick. See if this helps. We'll find out in a second. Let's see. Alejandro Marin. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry, y'all. I still can't get the text size right. That's annoying. That's super annoying. Oh, whoa. Wait. Scale. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now maybe it'll adjust. We'll see what happens now. Anyway, sorry. You may want to work on the hardware side of IT, like putting stuff together, like computer parts, etc. What job title is this? Well, there's really, honestly, not a lot of jobs out there where you do that specifically. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you something different, but really, aside from going to work for somebody like Dell or Lenovo or I don't know, whatever other computer, like manufactured computer providers are out there, they do offer some types of jobs in that area where you actually will replace a lot of the components and things like that. Or, I mean, you could go out and maybe find a job with like, like Origin PC or Cyber Power PC or whatever. So there's definitely there's options, but there's not a lot of options. working in like a level 1 type of position, like a help desk or a technician type of position, you might find that you do some of those things, but it's not very frequent that you do those things. What's up, Poofer Stein in the Twitch chat? How you doing? You follow me on YouTube, you didn't know I had Twitch. I do have the Twitch. I be twitching. Not really. Not too much. Let's see. Do you think it's worth putting CompTIA stackable certs on a resume job app? 100% yes. Any certifications that you could throw on your job application or your resume, do it. Like, every little certification helps you, for sure. Where would I recommend go in, or, oh wait, hang on, I'm missing a question here. Neil, you're currently looking for a job. You want to start your career as a desktop support or help desk, but you have insufficient skills for those jobs. How sad. Well, start learning. It's never too late to learn. And you could go on the YouTubes like you are now, find plenty of videos out there that will show you some of the basics and troubleshooting and things like that. Even going for something like the CompTIA A+ certification, something I talk about way too much, but you can also go for Microsoft certifications, because those definitely help too as far as gaining some skills and getting you a step forward, right? Where would I go? Where would I recommend go in order to learn HTTL and web design? What do you mean, HTML? Is that what you meant? There's plenty of resources out there, man. As far as like recommending one specifically, I couldn't tell you one for website design. There's not a lot out there, I feel like, that is going to teach you web development that I could personally recommend. I mean, I picked up a book called HTML for Dummies in 1999, and that's how I learned how to build websites. So I could still hand code a website from Word to this day, probably could. Let's see. What will be the impact of Python with Django in web development in 2020? I mean, Python is just getting freaking huge. So as far as like, it's just being used more and more and more and more. And everybody, anytime you ask anybody about like what type of scripting languages or programming languages you should learn, everybody's like Python. Python's a big deal. So yeah, that's all I can tell you about that. Is it worth it getting your Microsoft Certified Azure Solutions Expert certification? 100% yes. Any type of cloud certification that you can get is going to be extremely helpful to you. CCNA can get you a job. I mean, I just put a video out like, 2 weeks ago about the CCNA? Sure, it could get you a job. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. Dennis, should you consider dual booting your PC trying to learn about Linux? Is it worth it to learn Linux in 2019? That'd be a title for a great video. It's absolutely worth it to learn Linux. So I'll make a video for, is it worth it to learn Linux in 2020? And the answer is yes, 100%. I think everybody should learn Linux if you're looking to get into IT, because Linux is everywhere. It is in so many places. It is not going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's not going to die anytime soon. It's only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What are some good COTS for cybersecurity? You're trying to be an analyst, they never say which to know. What do you mean by COTS? Like certifications? Is that what you mean? You're going to need my help on your resume? Oh, man. Yo, it's Smack, Computing and Information Technology. You're starting college on January 1st at a community college, and then you can transfer to University of Las Vegas. Is this a good decision? If that's the decision that you want to go, that's the route you want to take, it's great. It's great. Going to get a degree is never a bad thing, right? It's a personal choice. Felix, thank you for being a member, firstly. I do appreciate that very much. What certifications can help you get into cybersecurity? You're currently working on your master's in information security. You have A+, Net+, Security Plus, and Linux Plus. Those are all great foundational certifications. The thing that I have for you, the question that I have for you is, what area within cybersecurity would you like to be in? And that could help determine which certification I could tell you to start with. But, even going with something more advanced like the CASP or the CISA Plus, Pentest Plus, EC Council's CEH certification, or OSCP's offensive, what is it? what does OSCP offer? They offer the, oh gosh, I can't remember. I did a video on it. I cannot remember the name of that certification. I don't know. It'll come to me. Somebody will probably put it in the chat since I can't remember. But yeah, that's kind of my question back to you, but those are some suggestions as well. Alejandro, if you eventually plan on going to cybersecurity, is getting your CCNA a good start? Yeah, it could be a good start. If you're looking to get into something like pen testing and things like that, CCNA could definitely help for sure. But again, like if you guys are going to ask me what do I need to learn for if I want to get into cybersecurity, well, you can tell me all day long that you want to work in cybersecurity, but in the reality of things, like cybersecurity is huge. There's so many different job roles within that field, and there's so many different skills and certifications that you can take to help you go down those paths because of the fact that there's so many different titles. It's really hard for me to tell you exactly what to do. So it falls back on you. Like, you want to work in cybersecurity, that's great. I definitely support you in that decision, but what is it that you want to do? Do you want to pen test? Do you want to do more policies? Do you want to do more analysis and like malware, reverse engineering? Like, there's so much. There's just so much. Sorry. What is the starting salary when starting in IT? Well, the starting salary is going to vary based on your location, number one, and based on whatever job that is. You know, you could even work in a large city, and you could see a starting salary for a help desk position vary from like $12 an hour all the way up to like $22 an hour. There's such a huge variance in salaries, so it's really hard to say. Somebody, I'm not going to try to pronounce whatever your screen name is there, but they say W3 Schools is the best place for HTML. Cosmo, how do you use basic pen testing skills for bug bounty? I would suggest that you go follow Alexis over at Hackersploit, and I think he could definitely help guide you with that question more specifically. That's not my area of expertise, but you know, hit up like Bugcrowd. I think it's like bugcrowd.io or something, or maybe it could be bugcrowd.com. I don't know, but they're like the biggest bug bounty company out there, and they definitely have a lot of information there. Ayub, again, if I butcher your name, I suck at names. You want to be a data scientist. What should you study? What computer skills is needed? Does MS Access a good... I mean, if you want to be data, Microsoft Access can definitely be good for you. Anything with SQL in it. So SQL, those are things that you definitely want to know to be in any type of data field. So that's what I would look into. Cool Angel 214, you want to get in the IT field and start as a desktop support or help desk. Your question is, if you study for IT and get a job, how good is job security for IT positions? IT is not going anywhere. IT is, I mean, everything revolves around technology at this point. So job security, you should be pretty solid no matter what. I mean, you might get let go from a job for XYZ reason, right? But you're always going to be needed because technology is everywhere. Sorry. Let's see. You're scared to go in IT for 10 or 15 years and then get laid off for someone else that knows the same, but the salary is less. I mean, that happens in every single career field. There's always going to be things like that happen. Always. IT is a field where you always have to stay not necessarily a step ahead, just a step at the same pace that technology is growing, right? You always want to try to be as up to date as possible because, I mean, the fact that technology grows and evolves on a day-to-day basis, you will always be evolving yourself, really, to stay up to date, and that's part of the career. Like, that's just part of the field that you're getting into or wanting to get into, is always staying up to date. That's how you grow. That's how you get better jobs. You know, that's what's up. What do I think about my computer career? I never really looked into them, to be honest with you, so I can't give you a good opinion or a good comment to that. No Degree IT says Python is hot and easier than some, especially with Bash experience. So true. How hard is it to learn Python, though? Great question. I hate programming. Excuse me, like absolutely, I just don't like it. And I've tried to learn, a few different programming languages throughout the 15 plus years that I've been here doing this, and I just can't do it, right? I hate it. But Python, on the other hand, was extremely easy for me to pick up for whatever reason. I mean, there are reasons that I could tell you, but that's not the point of the stream, right? Python, I think, is the easiest language I have ever seen and ever tried to pick up to learn. And I know some of the basics of it. I've gone through some different things with Python, and I think it's pretty easy to pick up. Now, getting super advanced in it, yeah, that's going to take a while. I wish I had the time to learn more Python and do more with Python. But Python, it's being used everywhere. So it's a great thing to learn, for sure. Fano, you're struggling with object-oriented programming. First time ever learning coding. Do you have any tips? Well, we just talked about programming and how much I hate it. So somebody else can help you with that. Linux is awesome. That's right. Freed Code Camp to learn almost coding HTML, CSS. That was from Michael Hutton. Use Oracle's VirtualBox. Much easier. I love using VirtualBox. VirtualBox is my go-to anytime I need to virtualize anything. Cosmo, I answered your question about pen testing. Nicholas, wouldn't it be better for trying Linux in VirtualBox or VMware Player? Where's all this stuff with virtual? Did I miss something? I mean, yeah, okay, it could be better to just virtualize it, right? Or, now, understand this, when I was learning Linux and trying to learn Linux, I put it on a machine and made that my daily driver. I did not want to have any availability to Windows or to Mac OS. I wanted to be immersed in Linux, and that's all I wanted to do. So for some people, virtualization can be great when they're trying to learn things, but the temptation is always there. Well, I could just go back to Windows. I could just minimize this virtual box or this virtual machine and do whatever it is I'm trying to do. Or you could take the time to try to figure out how to do it on the Linux machine, or how to do anything with the actual Linux machine that you're, diving yourself deep into, right? Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. There are so many questions. I'm sorry if I'm taking forever to get through all this. I was not expecting this at all. Hazik, I can't talk. Which one is good for beginner? CompTIA A+ or MTA? They're both really good, and honestly, anytime a Microsoft certification is obtained, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. People love Microsoft. Alejandro, if you eventually planning on going into cybersecurity, is getting your CCNA a good start? I answered that already, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh my goodness. I can't keep up with all of this. Other than crazy expensive, do you have any thoughts on the GIAC certs your employer wants to send you to get your GSEC? Do it. Those certs are really good. Is it possible to give my cell number? Absolutely not. Why would I ever give out my cell phone number? That sounds like a terrible idea. Offensive Security Certified Professional. There we go. Wesley Ramey, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I loves me some super chats. Thank you. I do appreciate that. If you got a question, bro, throw it in the chat. How do you get a clearance without a job? Is it a hard process? Lots of entry-level jobs I've seen asking for it in this area, Northern VA. Yeah. you're going to have to get somebody to sponsor you. So you're going to have to make some friends with some people. That's what's up. You're going to have to make some friends with people because sometimes it can be really hard to obtain a security clearance. And when it comes to that, it's all about who you know. IT Pro 99, did I end up getting the Security Plus? Here. Does this answer your question? That's my Security Plus right there, hanging up from my wall over here that you guys can't see. Now it's all crooked. Now I got to fix it later. Yes, I did obtain my Security Plus. Jason, you're asking if something pays above 100K. What were you asking if that pays over 100K? Kevin Key, thank you. You just got your first IT job with no certification. You're just studying for your A+. You do not currently have any, but my suggestion to just apply drove me to now having your first IT job. Thank you. You are welcome, bro, and congratulations. That is awesome. I love hearing stories like that. That just makes me so happy on the inside. Get all those like touchy feelies on the inside. Because I'm like, yes, you did it. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, and I'm glad that I could help. I'm serious, like 100% serious right now. Like I'm so happy for you. What programming language is the best to start with? Python. That's what I'd tell anybody at this point. It's so funny because Python, like, it's used everywhere and it could be really, really advanced. You could do some really crazy things with it. At the same time, it's probably the easiest language to learn. I love that. I love that about Python. It makes me so excited. I'm like super behind on the chat here, so I'm sorry, guys. Wesley, your problem is you keep bombing the interviews and they don't give any feedback, which doesn't help. Honestly, you can ask them after the fact, right? Like, if they're calling you or emailing you or sending you a letter in the mail even saying that they've turned you down for the job, at that point, what does it matter? Like, you kind of reaching out to them and saying, hey, what can I do better? What can I improve upon? You know, many times you'll get an answer. Sometimes you won't get an answer. But really, that's the best advice that I could give you is reaching back out and finding out why. I've done that plenty of times because I want to know. I want to see where I need to make improvements based on the interviews that, you know, didn't go too well. Also, I would suggest taking a notepad, like a pen and paper with you, and writing down some of the things that you've had difficulty with during that interview and coming back to that, seeing how you can improve. Thomas Young, is it good to switch from your CompTIA to Microsoft certification and CCNA? It depends on what path you want to take, man. It depends. Do you have to start at help desk to get into cybersecurity? Not necessarily. There's so many stories that I've heard from people who started in cybersecurity from just the most odd jobs I've ever heard in my life, honestly. There's not necessarily a requirement to get into cybersecurity. It's about who you know, about what you can do, and what you can prove. Yeah, I think that's a good enough answer, right? There's no degree IT person says, no, but you would gain so much by starting there. And they are so right. That's like so true. You'll gain so much knowledge by starting in the help desk. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I always push people into entry-level jobs is because you learn so much. And it's so helpful to advancing your career. Rio Dub, I missed your question. I'm sorry if I missed your question. What was your question, bro? I answered it about what my computer career. I don't know anything about them. I can't give you a valid answer on that. No degree IT. You can help with the questions all you want, bro. The help is appreciated. If you know something more than I do, please feel free answer people's questions. If you have a different opinion, leave your opinion. I am completely open. I love hearing different sides of people's thoughts on IT related things. TJ Hazuki, you're having trouble even getting an entry-level interview. It's time to update your resume, just as you said in the next comment there. Definitely time. You feel like you need programming skills to exceed really well in IT. No, you don't. Oh my gosh, this chat just keeps going nuts. Let's see. What was Rio's question? What did I miss? It's a tough one without offending people, somebody says. I don't know what I missed. My bad. Still trying to go through this chat, y'all. King Holton says most IT people hate coding. Smiley face, smiley face. So true. Coming from a former computer science major, Python is the easiest to them. My baby 43007. You hate desktop support. You have Security Plus. What else do you need to get out? Experience. Update your resume. Apply for different jobs that are more advanced than desktop support. That's the best advice I can give you. You can go for a different certification that's higher level. It all depends on what area of IT you want to start getting into, and you start gearing your experience towards that. You start gearing up your resume towards that, even your certifications towards that. X786X, what do I think about Google IT Support Professional Certificate through Coursera? So the Google IT Support Professional Certification, right? Can it be a great certification? Sure, it's a certification. Any certification is going to help you. Not many organizations really recognize this certification yet. So, can it help? Yes. Will it not help you sometimes too? Yeah, because some people just have no idea what the heck it is. So it's just one of those things. It can be helpful for you. K Summerlin 1, you just started your Network Plus cert yesterday because you received it free. Should you get your A Plus first? Not necessarily. I mean, it's up to you. The A Plus is always going to be helpful for a first certification, just to lay down some fundamental knowledge. And there are some networking things on there, but if you want to be in networking and you got a free Net Plus voucher, do it up. Junior Shepherd, what's up, bro? Good to see you. You just passed your first exam towards your MCSE. 3 more to go. OMG. Good luck. Abraham, you wonder if I could tell you a bit about MuleSoft program. I don't know anything about that. Seth Mishni, is getting an associate's degree going to be enough to get a desktop support or help desk job? Or will you need to get an A+ to be able to get a job or even an interview? Work on degree and hope that's enough. Degree can definitely be enough for sure. Felix, what do I think about cloud computing? Azure or AWS? Azure just got a huge contract with the DoD. They sure did get a huge contract with the DoD, but AWS still blows everybody out of the water as far as what's being used. AWS is just, they have a stronghold on the cloud market. But either one is just fine. How can someone follow the routing and switching path with the new CCNA certs? That's a great question. That's something that I'd have to look into a little bit further to kind of answer for you. I know that if you can go on the new or on the Cisco site, look into their new certification. They're going to give you the objectives and domains and stuff that you have to cover there. That might be a great answer for you to help you. I don't know. X786X, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate that. Do I have any tips to learn coding? Just dive deep into it, and good luck. Sorry. Idris, you're a junior in college studying computer information systems, but you're really into cybersecurity. Do you think you should just drop out and go to a boot camp that teaches that, or just continue? I would not suggest a boot camp. You could go down the college route still and pick up some certifications that are related to cybersecurity, or look at different colleges that offer cybersecurity pathways or whatever you want to call it. They can help. Brett, what direction would I take for data center networking? What certs would you pair together to establish that base? Start with your CCNA, your CCNP, CCIE, all the Cisco certs. That's like the best answer I can give you. Wrench Panda, what do I think about 21-year-old boy can learn about red team? I mean, anybody can learn about red teaming. But I think you need to learn the fundamentals of IT before you consider red teaming. How about that? What about that? Yeah, somebody just Anarchy SN. Amazon AWS does $40 billion per year, where Azure just got their first ever big contract for just $10 billion. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Jason Redden, question about salary, IT security jobs, OSCP, CISSP, etc. versus going the SR app engine route or even dig deeper into full stack DevOps. I mean, when it comes down to it, towards the end, towards you're reaching like full stack DevOps or CISSP, you should probably at that time be making over $100,000 a year. Really? I mean, both of those paths, like honestly, like between like anything programming related and security and like now even cloud at the more advanced levels, those jobs typically pay a crap ton of money. So go with whatever you want. No degree IT, is one video a week hard? You're going to try one a week for the first year unless you get creative. I forgot how many videos I was putting out when I first started doing it. It was probably about one a week. It gets easier. Like, it definitely gets easier. So you can start putting out more videos as time goes, right? Just starting out, just do whatever you can. Don't put a limit, or don't put some types of don't put any type of number behind it, right? Just do it. Who cares how many videos you put out when you first start? Like, just doing it is the hardest part. So just do it. Then figure it out from there. Z3D, is coding a good start to cybersecurity? I mean, yeah, it can be if that's the area within security you'd like to be in. Yeezu, you will be starting your A+ cert. Don't know where to go. You can start with CompTIA's platform. You can start with Pluralsight's platform. You can start with Skillsoft's platform. Professor Messer on YouTube, which is absolutely free. Cybrary, I think, has stuff for A+. IT Pro TV, Pluralsight, Skillsoft. I think I'd name like all the people I could think of. Professor Messer is going to be your best bet for free. Arna, best book refers for Network Plus. I think in the description of this video somewhere I have a link to my Amazon page that has book recommendations. I would check that out. Jacob Heflin, you just want to say thanks for getting you started in this field. You now started in a computer information systems and cybersecurity course. You're welcome, and good luck to you. Raining. Where did Raining's thing go? Did I lose you, Raining? Oh my gosh, this chat just keeps going, y'all. Raining, would you say work for a year in help desk and then start cybersecurity course is a good path? Sure. Get as much experience as you can, and then figure out where in cybersecurity you'd like to be, and then start figuring out your path. What is the best program to make a game with Python? What do you mean by that? Like, best place to learn how to make a game with Python? If you just Google that question, you'll find a ton of tutorials out there. Like how to build a game with, or how to code a game with Python. Afakal Patel. I'm not trying your first name, so I'm just going to call you Patel. You have A+, Net Plus, Security Plus. Will I be able to get you a job in my area? You're from South Africa. I will not. I definitely can't get anybody a job in my area because there are no jobs in my area. I live in a town of 15,000 people. Technology is not a booming area, or whatever field in this area. Let's see. What is the best entry-level certifications for cybersecurity and all the way up to expert? You have college degree. You have college diploma, no degree. Entry-level certifications. Start off with the Security Plus, and then figure out where it is you want to go from there in security, because there are many different areas within security. Michael, do I have what it takes to get an entry-level job without having done an IT internship? You worked Windows 10 migration with IBM and helped out your boss at university job with Mac deployment. Yeah, bro. That's enough. Anything is enough to get an entry-level job, quite honestly. Sorry. Excuse me. Should have muted my mic. Dave, how can someone who wants to follow the route... I answered that, bro. FGE, for getting into cybersecurity, is a degree better or certification, leaving out experience? Well, what path do you want to take to get into security? Or, like, what area within security do you want to work in? They're both just fine. College or technical school for IT, whichever you prefer, quite honestly. Seriously. So that guy asked about my computer career. I answered that question. I don't know anything about my computer career. Somebody says, just lie on your resume. Don't ever lie on your resume. That is the worst advice anybody could give. Never lie on your resume, please. Because when you get to an interview and you get called out on something, then you just look like a complete idiot. Or even when you lie on your resume and they don't ask you and then you get hired and you don't know what the hell you're doing, well, then you just get fired and you're back at the same place you were before. Wesley, here's a personal question. What's a good beginner level project to do in Python that's not the typical textbook? There's a couple different like games. Somebody brought this up earlier, but actually there's a couple different games I think that you could build, like even questionnaires and things like that. I think are fairly easy to help learning Python. I was building something like a questionnaire essentially, and it had like, it would ask a question and then it would have like A, B, C, D answers, and then if you hit A and it produced different results. If you hit B, it produced different results after that, and it just keep following up with different questions based on what you answered. That was kind of fun to do. I'd like to continue that, honestly. That was fun. Phoenix, you've been studying for your Network Plus. You've been doing online quizzes and doing fine. How difficult is the exam compared to the practice test? Man, the practice tests and the exam are always not completely different, but very different. I would suggest you going through multiple different places that offer practice exams, and when you're hitting 90% or better on all of those, you're probably ready to go take the exam. Jeremiah, what's the best job to apply for to start your networking career path after obtaining your Net Plus cert? I mean, you could try for junior level networking jobs, but with a Net Plus, it's probably not going to happen. So just getting your foot in the door and applying for every single entry level job you can find is going to be your best bet. Reading questions here. Jerry Davis, what IT jobs can you get without a plus certification? Any entry level job? As long as they don't require a certification, you should be fine. When did I know that I was ready for my certification test? Well, considering I failed it the first time, I don't know when I was ready. I was ready when I was ready, right? No. It took failing for me to pass, right? It was a huge deal. I thought I was ready. I mean, I thought I was kind of ready to take it the first time, and I failed, and after failing, like, I just realized everywhere I went wrong. So it's really just diving deep into things, man. You really got to immerse yourself in studying sometimes to really be prepared. And then taking different practice exams are so huge. So huge. Boo! Will programming be a benefit for you if you're looking for an IT job, such as a pen tester? Yep, for sure. Answered that question already. college or technical school. Answered that one too. 143 Jeg. You thanked me before, but you really do credit me for helping prepare for getting a security administrator position. Thanks. You are welcome. I'm glad I could help. Answered that question also about cybersecurity, having a degree or certifications. James, can labs and hack the box be considered experience? I'm leaving out the cybersec because can labs be considered experience? Kind of, yeah. Building your own home lab, for sure. Hack the box, yes. As long as you can show that you've completed things, yeah, do it up. Isaias Rivera, I'm not sure how your first name is pronounced, I'm sorry. You're trying to get in the field career-wise. You've done IT now as a side job, repairs. You're finding a lot of contract positions. Is that normal? Could be normal for your area. There's nothing wrong with a contract or temp position, because if you can land that contract or temp position, you're getting experience, which is going to be very helpful for you. Oh my gosh, so many questions. Medtronic, oh my gosh, I know them. Gabriel, hey Zach, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing well. What are my thoughts about this combo? AWS Solutions Architect plus Security Plus. Sounds great, honestly. Bosom, I'm doing well today. Everything is well with me and the family. I hope you are doing well as well. What do I think of the ITIL Foundation as a cert to get after A+ for someone who wants to get an entry-level IT job? I think that's great. I think ITIL certs are amazing. Felix, you need some coaching guidance about your IT career. Is there any way that we can communicate other than the chat? Hit me up on email, zach@itcareerquestions.com. Or add me on LinkedIn. All of you guys can add me on LinkedIn. What are some of the best sites to practice A+? Dude, anywhere where you can find questions related to the A+, it will be just fine. If you're looking for more training for the A+, Professor Messer, hands down as far as free content goes. And then my next choice would be IT Pro TV. Of course, there's Skillsoft, there's Pluralsight, there's a ton of providers out there. I think I've actually caught up to the chat. Holy crap. Can't believe it. How much time off can you get in IT? It depends on the job. Is IT a good career? IT is an amazing career. Mike Myers says he goes for certs all the time and fails a third of the time. Yeah. Somebody says Mike Myers would say that. That is true. Have a good day, Wesley. I always forget Mike Myers. I'm not a fan of his. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I did not enjoy his content. Realistic jobs and salary after A+. Depends on your location and depends on the job. Can't tell you. Like, realistically, like, you're going to be in an entry-level job. Realistically, what is it going to pay? Anywhere from, like, maybe $10, $12 an hour up to $20 an hour sometimes. It really depends on where you live, though. Like, I'm sorry. Best answer I can give you. And now that I'm caught up with the chat, I feel great about life right now. I feel fantastic. So now if you have questions, I'm up to date. I got you guys right here. Do I think having a 4-year degree help in the IT field? Yeah, it'll help. Having any type of degree will help. It opens up doors. Marty, any advice on trying to find a good career path? You understand that it's up to what you like, but with so many paths available, it's a little overwhelming. You find yourself blinded by looking at money. Well, you have to take the time to look into the different areas within IT. There's infrastructure and networking and security and programming, right? And within all those different areas that I just listed, there's like a plethora of other like subcategories. You know, it's about what you enjoy doing. Do you enjoy, working with people and fixing and troubleshooting like just like basic computer issues, right? Do you enjoy what would be like systems administration, where you're building and managing servers, and so much more? Do you enjoy working with data, right? Do you enjoy like securing and going through different spreadsheets? And God, there's just so much, man. There's so much. My best advice for everybody. So just to kind of take this back a little bit, like when somebody comes to me like this, advice on finding a good career path. My best advice to anybody who's looking to get into IT is start off with an entry-level job. Like any type of entry-level IT job that you can find, start there. Because what happens when you work in an entry-level IT job is you get so many different technologies and issues thrown your way that you get exposed to many of the different areas within IT itself. And as you're going through this entry-level job, you hopefully you're there for a year, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is. You start learning what area of the field interests you the most. Like it really, I think it's just like the best route for anybody to take if they're not sure where it is they want to be. And even if you are sure, like say that you think networking sounds like the best job for you, right? Well, this has happened to many people. You go out, you study for certifications, get certified for networking, and then you start working in the field. And then you start getting exposed to networking at an enterprise level. And you find that you hate it. Like you just hate networking, right? So for me, it's like I always tell people start with the A+ certification, because it's just a great foundational certification that really just helps guide you in entry level, right? Get an entry level job, and from there, figure out what it is that you want to do. X786, what can you do to help me? $1 million would be very helpful, for sure. Denzel, you say certified wireless network administrator. Is it enough to get a job like an entry level? Is this like a degree, or is you just go to it for reference? It's good information there. Does having a gap years in jobs or between college and job affect applications? Not necessarily. As long as you can explain those gaps effectively, you should be fine. Oh crap. Milos? Got your CCNA besides your current IP networking job and now focusing on wireless and security. What's the best path to go and learn virtualization storage? As you said, you want to focus on what you enjoy. Well, the best path would be to start looking into something like Azure or AWS. Quite honestly. That's where I would start. Danny, whatever, I don't know. You're 19 years of age, no degree. You're a QA analyst for Bank of America. What type of degree should you go for? You're thinking a programmer one. Well, what is it that you want to be? Like, what do you want to do in IT? Do you want to be a programmer? Then, if you want to be a programmer, then sounds like a great option for you. The Enlightened Mac. Bro, there is 3 hours video on YouTube that is designed to teach CompTIA A+, and people comment and mention they passed the CompTIA A+ exam. Is this possible using YouTube to pass? I mean, plenty of people have gone through Professor Messer's free videos and passed their CompTIA certifications. Anything is possible. WAV? I don't know. Just got your first IT contractor job this week. Notice they charge an 11% fee for admin costs, which kind of sucks. But experience is experience, right? Yes, absolutely. Oh, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I forgot all about that. I mean, since I started the stream. So we got about 8 minutes left in this live stream. And then I'm peacing out on y'all. What do I think about database activity monitoring? Well, what about it? What do I think about it? I think that it's part of database jobs, right? Is programming and app development different? You're still new to the field. I mean, yes, they can be, right? Like, if you think about it. When somebody says, like, programming or development, like, it's so hard to know exactly what it is that they're doing because there's literally so much that you could be doing. But essentially, they can be the same thing. You are welcome, bro. You are welcome for the advice. What do I think about the upcoming 5G, bro? Ken, I could care less, to be completely honest with you. 5G, 6G, 12G, I don't care. I don't. Like, give me the service. That's it. That's all I want. 5G, gonna be super fast, right? All right, cool. I think 4G is already pretty freaking quick, so... I mean, I know 5G is going to be doing lots more crazy things and all that. Great. We're always evolving. Bring it on. Bring it to me. Bring me all the new tech. Jason, you say, thanks, bro, for setting this up and being live. You are welcome. It's been a while since I've been live, so I'm happy that I'm able to do it. What is the best to learn? AWS, Azure, Google Cloud certification. AWS is the biggest. Azure's pretty great too. I never hear anything about Google Cloud Platform though. Like ever. So there's that. Oh, bad video settings. I gotta adjust my bufferings here. Sorry. I did get caught up with the chat. I'm finally caught up. Yay. I'm not going to try to butcher your name, but you have learned RHCSA from an online program and have an IT degree, networking, and security. What is the best path for you? What path do you want to go down? Start off in any job that you can get. Apply for all of the things and figure it out from there. CGTZ, thanks for my insight and help. You are very welcome. I'm happy to help. Hey, Zach, you just started a computer science course at the university in Germany. Any advice to improve your skills? YouTube channels, anything? Thank you. All of the things. All of those things. YouTube's all of the things. Depending on what it is that you want to do in the field, start looking up different channels that are related to that specifically. So if you want to be in programming, start looking up programming channels, right? Start building your own labs and stuff at home. Man, there's so much advices that I could give you. So many's. Felix, you are welcome. I look forward to getting your email. I'll put it in the chat. Look at zach@itcareerquestions.com. Pow! I should probably plug my one thing, right? itcq.tv. If you guys need help, like if this is how to get an entry-level job in IT, right? This is the course that I built, www.itcq.tv. It's a course that I put together that gives you or lays down, chapter by chapter, what you can do to gain an advantage to getting into IT. It's got a lot of great reviews. I put a lot of hard work into it. There's a coupon code ITCQ50. You get 50% off. I would check it out. If you're having trouble landing a job, if you're having trouble with figuring out the steps that you need to take, check out that course. There's my plug for the day. Anyway, you're a career changer. You decide to get an IT, you know absolutely nothing about computers and have to start at the F+ certification level. You mean A+? Is there any advice, resources for real newbies? Just gave it to you. Wave, thanks for all the content you make, dude. Honestly, a big help and confidence booster. I am happy to help. That's what I'm here for. I want to see people succeed. I want to help you all. Delroy Davis Jr., you're currently a corporate accountant in Maryland and have been for the past 3 years. As of last week, you've been studying for the Security Plus. Will your background be a question for potential employers? Nope. You're changing careers. You want to do something different with your life. And you've taken the steps to go down that path. So do it. Honestly, you should be fine. Is CCNA still needed to be in IT work? No, it's not needed. If you want to be in networking, then it's needed. Patrick, do I think Google Cloud catch up with AWS and Azure, and is it worth studying for Google Cloud certs? I mean, honestly, like, I don't hear much about Google Cloud Platform. That's not to say that it's not good and people don't use it. People use it, and it's good. It's just not as popular as AWS or Azure. I mean, you could take, like, Azure and Google Cloud Platform, and they're still not as big as Azure. Like, if you combine Azure and Google Cloud Platform, they're still not as big as AWS. Like, AWS is just massive. Massive. What is my suggestion for you? Learn IT or study IT? Both. Anything for tips about getting away from help desk jobs? You can start getting certifications, like getting more certifications. That's going to be helpful for you. Start aligning your resume towards the jobs that you want to be applying for. Start building home labs. You really have to start getting the experience in anything that's past help desk, right? So if you're in the help desk, start trying to partner up or shadow people from other areas within your department that are maybe system administration or networking. Start getting experience in the things that you want to be in. Sorry, John Stonebreaker. That's a cool name, bro. I like that, Stonebreaker. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of World of Warcraft. I don't know why, because I'm a nerd. Just to help everyone out there in a rut, worked for a large enterprise as IT field admin, was comfortable, found a job at a Fortune 500, a little further in commute, but is a 35% in salary. Always keep an eye open, you never know. So very true. Brian B, how to structure your resume to get first IT job. Certs, education's first, work experience. Bro, there's so many different bits of pieces of advice I can give you about resume stuff. I have a couple different videos out there about resumes and things. I would strongly suggest you hunt those down. I need to put out more videos about resume help, and I'm going to do that soon, I think. Hopefully, maybe. Hopefully. Patrick, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate me. I appreciate you. I do. Andre Wade, what CompTIA books do I recommend? I think there's a link in the description below that links to my Amazon page that has book recommendations. I would check that out. Oh my gosh. All right, it's 12:58. I apologize, but I have to leave because I have a meeting that I have to go to. Apparently this stream went over pretty well, so we will do another one very soon. Very soon. So thank you all for joining this wonderful live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm here to help you. That's what IT Career Questions is all about. If I can help you guys, I'm going to help you. If I don't have the answers, I reach out to everybody that I know who has worked in this field. I have thousands of contacts on LinkedIn that I reach out to as well and ask them what their opinions and advice are so that I am sure to give you guys the best advice that I possibly can, because I only want to see you guys succeed. That's why this channel exists, to help you succeed and to reach your goals. And if you guys want to work in IT, it's an amazing field to work in. I've loved every single minute I've spent in this field, and I want to see other people succeed in this field as well. So thank you guys, and have a great day. Take it easy. Keep learning, because it's going to help you later.